Good morning. Good morning. I pray that we're all doing amazing. Listen, we're waking up on the right side of the bed. Listen, if you're waking up, period, it's a blessing. Because, man, our graces with God, our mercy with God, it renews every single day. So don't waste time now trying to fully work in the capacity that you ought to be working in already. Listen, if your capacity now is just getting yourself together, getting your relationship right now with God, hey, work in that. Do what you're supposed to be doing right now to make sure that your relationship is right with God. Build your faith, your strength, your endurance in this season right now. If this season is about you, focus on you. And then so next season, the manifestation of the work that you was doing in the previous season will be able to show forth to people. And then once it show forth to people, you're able to receive the fruits by the manifestation of Jesus that's on you and in you. First, it's getting Jesus in you enough to be manifested outwardly so people can be drawn to you by Jesus. Oh my God. I hope I made sense right there. But listen, man, it's a process. Jesus, man, Solomon said it's a season and a time. It's a time and a season for everything under the sun. It's a time to harvest. It's a time to sow. It's a time to be sad. It's a time to be happy. It's a good time and it's a time for bad. It's a time of war and it's a time of peace. So every season under the sun has a purpose, but it's all to help you, to help us grow to be the best that we can be in Jesus Christ, in growing his kingdom. So watch this. And that's like the main point of this study this morning. I was talking to God last night, man, and he he gave me an analogy last night. I'm gonna tell it to us. But I'm gonna go to Old Testament, man. I'm gonna talk about us working in our fullest capacity, us doing what we ought to do in the role that we've been put in before God puts us in a bigger role. We gotta be as fruitful as we can be in this part of our life before we try to grow to a bigger scale, right? So I'm gonna help us out. So let's turn to Numbers chapter 13. We're gonna be jumping around this word a little bit. We'll be jumping around this word a little bit. Numbers 13, and we're gonna read at 1 second. Let me get this second. Let me get the second scripture. Yeah, that's right. Numbers 13. No, I'm sorry, Numbers 14. Numbers 14. We're gonna start at verse 5. Well, dog it. Actually, let's actually go back. So Moses was back in Numbers 13. Moses had to send 12 men to go spy out the land that God had already promised them they was going to receive. So God had already told them, listen, I'm going to give you this land that I'm sending you to receive as an inheritance from the promise that I made to y'all forefathers, to Noah, to Abraham. This land that you are looking at, this is your land. Don't worry about what's there. Worry about making sure you're living right and that you got the right faith in me so that you can inherit this land. Because I'm going to be with you. I just need y'all to trust in me enough to go into this land and not fear what's there. So watch this. Numbers 13, that's Numbers 13. Let's go to Numbers 14, verse 5. And watch this. After the people was murmuring and complaining about with Moses in the first 4 verses, saying like, hey, man, why did we come out here? Man, we should have stayed in Egypt if we was going to go through this. We should have stayed in Egypt if we were just going to come here and see these people living here, see these giants here. And now we got to fight these folks. Man, let's build no let's pick a leader and let's go back to Egypt. Now watch what happens. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh. Remember this name, Joshua. He is the main guy we're going to be mainly focusing on. Watch this. And they, which were of them that searched of the land, tore their clothes, rent their clothes. He said Joshua and Caleb was 2 of the 12 spies that went out to go search the land. Check it out. Survey the land to make sure and see what it's looking like. So they knew what the land was looking like, what they would be going up against. But watch the response. The other 10, they was afraid. They was like, these guys too big. They are soldiers. We're afraid. We're scared. But watch what Caleb and Joshua say. Watch this. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it, watch this, is an exceeding good land. If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. Watch this. Only, he say, if the Lord delights in us, he's going to bring us into this land. And only, this is what we only have to do. Only rebel not against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Well, these boys go be snack cakes. We go eat these boys up. They can't, with God on our side. He say, if the Lord delight in us, if the Lord is pleased with the life that we already are living, we only have to, God will already give it to us. And all we have to do is not rebel against the Lord. Is not do anything that's contrary to the commandments that God has already given us. And he's going to increase us. And don't be afraid of them. God go fight for it. Don't be afraid of what you see. Know who's fighting for you. Know who's fighting with you. Know who goes in front of you to prepare the land that's for you. So watch this. For they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them. And the Lord is with us. Fear them not. He say, man, they ain't got no defense, man. He say God is with us. Why are you fearing? Don't fear these nothing. They are bread. He said they are bread for us. He said they're bread. These folks is our brunch. They are dinner. We gonna eat them for dinner, man. That's what he's saying. These folks will be our dinner tonight. Don't fear them. He say the Lord is with us, man. Y'all don't know who y'all serving. But watch this, verse 10. He say, but all the congregation bade, stoned them with stones. And the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children. Oh my. Watch this. So we see the character of Joshua. We see Caleb. So watch this. Joshua was obedient to God, even though the whole congregation was wanting to stone him. Even though everybody else was fearful, what did Joshua do? Joshua trusted in God. Joshua knew God would still work with them only if they did not rebel against God, only if they feared not those that was in the land that God had already promised them. So watch this. Joshua being faithful over that little. Let's see what happened with Joshua. Let's go to the book of Joshua, chapter 1. And we're going to start at verse 1. We're going to start at verse 1. Now, after the death of Moses, Moses being the leader of the children of Israel, Moses being the leader before Joshua of the children of Israel has passed away. He has died. So let's see what God does for the children of Israel. And let's see what God does for Joshua. Watch this. Now, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spake unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise, get up, stand up, go over this Jordan, you and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them, unto the land which I do give to them, even to the children of Israel. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses, from the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, unto the great sea toward the going down of the sun, shall be your coast. So God has put Joshua now in the place of Moses to what? To lead the people into the land flowing with milk and honey. Joshua has been put in the place of Moses to lead the people into the land that was promised to the forefathers, that was promised to those before them. Joshua is now been increased into the role of the leader. Why? Because God already seen when Joshua was in the minister role, in the servant of Moses role, he was still willing to lead the people, even though he wasn't the leader. So Joshua being faithful over his position, being fruitful in his position, he knew Joshua, even though when he uplifted him, Joshua would still be faithful in that new position, because he's seen it in his old one. So watch this. This is what God told Joshua. Verse 5. There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. My God, as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Watch this. Be strong and of a good courage, for unto this people shall you divide for an inheritance the land, which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Watch this now. God told them, only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left. Come on now. That thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. Listen, man, God has given Joshua an order to do something. And we go jump over to Joshua still keeping that order. We see Joshua chapter 1. God giving Joshua this order. Man, be strong, be strong, courageous. Don't let people move you, and don't be afraid of being who I told you to be, who I need you to be for the people, to be that strong and courageous leader. Spiritually strong, and physically strong. I need you to be strong, son. I need you to be courageous. This is a big, important new role that I got you in. So I need you to be this. He said, as long as you're doing this, I will be here for you. I will fight for you. Nobody that you come up against will be able to stand against you at all. My God. Listen, man. If we are not working in the fullest capacity of the role that we're in now, why do we want a bigger role? Listen, I think about this. This is what God gave me last night. I was searching up an apple tree, and I was looking at the different stages of the growth of an apple tree. The year 1 is this. Year 2 is this. Year 3 to 4 is this. Year 5 and plus is this. It's different stages of the life of an apple tree. And it's the same way with the Christian life. See, the first year of the apple tree, it's working on deepening the roots. It's working on being able to stand in the hardiness of or the toughness of the surrounding, of the environment, of the culture. That's the first year. The second year, it's working on the leaves, the manifestation of the strength that it has within. See, the second year, we're working on the making sure we're walking right, making sure we're blameless, making sure we're holy, we're set apart, we're not doing anything in secret that could damage our tree. And the third and fourth year, it starts to bud fruits. It starts to now show signs of how many apples it's going to grow, how fruitful it is. And in the 5 to 5+ years, it's continued to be fruitful. Why? Because in the first year, it worked on the roots. Because in the times past, it was working on the deep interior things that people could not see, that that the tree would need later on in life to continue to be fruitful. So have we been working on our deep interior attributes that we need in this Christian journey to continue to be fruitful as we age? Or are we so much worried about the fruits and not the interior, not the roots, not the stableness, not the be ye steadfast and immovable or immovable? Are you easily swayed? Have you deepened your roots? That's what I, oh my God. See, and I just gave you the analogy of the apple tree. See, somebody who's an apple tree, I would say they're more like somewhat like a Paul. That's who I can kind of compare an apple tree to. But guess what? Not everybody has that same amount of talent. Not everybody should have the same amount of reach. See, and an apple tree is not the only fruit tree. Come on now. That's not the only thing that a fruit can grow on. You got an orange tree. I think a tree grow on oranges. I mean, oranges grow on a tree. I'm sorry. Listen, you got a grape bush. You got a blackberry bush. You got a blueberry bush, You got a mango tree. You got a coconut tree. You got these different trees. And guess what? These different trees and bushes, they all have different capacities. See, somebody, oh my God, help me out, Lord. Somebody who is so out. You can't see my arms though, but just, okay, I'll keep it like this. See, somebody who's like this, just the edge of the Bible to here. Somebody who's like this, they are not expected to be as fruitful as somebody who is right here. They're not. See, God expects you to work in your capacity. So don't be asking God like, God, increase me, increase me, increase me. But yet you're only being fruitful enough as somebody who is here. So don't ask for God for more when you haven't been working as hard as you need to be in your space. See, because the more you ask God, the more he expects. So don't be saying like, God, I want more and more and more when you ain't been doing enough for here. My God. And Joshua ain't even asked for this. Guess what he was doing? He had so much. He was able to do so much here that God had to increase him to here. Right? See, it's just like a business. Why would you grow? Listen, if you starting off just you by yourself working, let's just say Mountain TVs, and you have 2 clients a week, why would you hire somebody else to grow your company when you yourself are not backed up with work? You don't have an influx and an overflow of fruit. So why would you grow more when you're not full in your capacity yet? It just don't make sense, right? So watch this. Let's see the fruit that Joshua bared to show God like, hey, God, I've been faithful before. I'm still faithful now. Now let's see the fruit. Let's go to Joshua chapter 24. Joshua chapter 24. And we're going to read at verse 14. We're going to read verse 14. 14 and 14 and 15. 14 and 15. It says, now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth, in your heart and in your actions. Watch this. And put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, on the other side of the river, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. Watch this. And it said, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve. So Joshua is giving the people an ultimatum. Listen, man, put away the gods. Put away the things. Put away the idols. Put away the drugs. Put away the women. Put away the binge watching TV shows. Not everybody smoked weed and had sex. Put away the binge watching TV shows. Put away the staying up at night watching, scrolling on social media. Put away these things that take your attention off of God. Put it away. Throw it away. Get it out. Get it from amongst you. Leave it where it's at. He said, put it away. And he said, if it seem evil to serve, if it seems evil unto you to serve the Lord, he said, choose you this day whom you will serve. I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to be real with me and be real with yourself. Choose this day whom you go serve. Whether the gods which your fathers served, they were on the other side of the flood, Luji, the Egyptian idols, the binge watching TV shows, the sleeping, overworking, you working out too much, you eating too much. Choose you this day whom you gonna serve. What God will you serve? Whether the gods that you had before, or watch this, or the gods of the Amorite, in whose land ye dwell. So Joshua's saying, man, listen, what God you go serve? Your God, they God, the Egyptian God, or watch this. But I'm gonna tell you who I'm gonna serve. I'm gonna tell you who my house gonna serve. Watch this. He said, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Listen, big L, big O, big R, big D. We will serve the Lord. We go serve big God. We ain't doing that halfway stepping with God. We go serve the Lord. So watch this. This is why I said this. Matthew chapter 25. Matthew chapter 25. We go read that verse. See, Joshua would not have been put in this situation, been put in this position, had God not known what he would have done. Had Joshua not been faithful over his little bit, he wouldn't have been blessed with a lot. So watch this. Let's read at verse 20. Let's read at verse 20. And so he that received 5 talents, Matthew chapter 25, verse 20. And so he that received 5 talents came and brought 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 more. He said, God, you've given me 5 talents. And this is what I've done for you. Because you gave me 5 talents, I'm going to bring you back your 5, and I'm going to give you 5 more. This is interest. This is like a thank you in giving me what you've already given me. Watch this. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. See, it's so important for us to be faithful over the few things that we have, work in our capacity, and do all that you can do to make sure God will get as many fruits as you can bear in your bush, in your tree, man, in your potato bucket, whatever. I even now know about a jicama. A jicama grows just like a potato. See, guess what? Then it's different tastes in the fruit. We won't always taste the same as somebody else's. We won't always give the word just like somebody else. We won't always say the same. God, we won't receive people the same way as somebody else receives them. You gotta know your fruit. You gotta know your capacity, and work in that and do that. See, if you're a jicama, you're a little bit of both. You're a little bit of bland and sweet. If you're a pineapple, you bitter, you sour. If you're an apple, come on, you're sweet. You're orange, you're sweet. If you're a lemon, oh yeah, you bitter. You straight to the point. You go cut them deep. Same way with a lime, tomato, watermelon, apple. I said apple. Pears. I love pears. Listen, man, you got to know your fruit and work in your capacity, okay? Listen, man, that's the message this morning. I got to get to work. Listen, man, I wish I could sit here and do this all day. I got to get up early. Oh my God, listen, y'all have a blessed day, an amazing week, man. Let's work in our capacity and let's work in our fruit flavor. Come on now. Man, as always, man, y'all have an amazing day, blessed week. Man, we halfway through the week and we almost to Sabbath. We almost to our best day, to the best day of the week. Man, y'all have a very productive day. All right. As always, y'all have a blessed and awesome day. Peace out.